And so the journey really begins here at our first stop at a hotel. It's somewhere on the outskirts of Glasgow. And this is so that we can basically just rest our heads for the night and split up the journey, because nobody in their right mind should be driving 12 hours in a day without catching me in the mirror and ignoring all of this mess. Here's a better look at the room on 0.5. But yeah, I cannot wait to sleep. So I'll see you in the morning. This video will have an extra special feature of my dog, Max. He's a little beagle, as you can see. And there will be another dog joining him, called Frida. But that's for later on. It is very sunny. Freezing cold, but very sunny. So that's why the visor's like this, so I can still see what I'm filming. Anyway, we forgot his bowls. I forgot his bowls because I packed them up, wrapped them in a bag, and forgot to put them in the car. Silly me. So we've just made a quick stop at Pets at Home, and then we're headed off, and we'll be at Oban, which is where we're getting the ferry from, in 2.5 hours, I believe. We're getting the ferry at 2:30, and that's where we're going to be convening with the rest of the family. We've just gone to take the dog on a walk in the forest, because we found this forest on the maps. And we thought, yeah, this looks nice. It's out the back of a neighbourhood. I don't think the camera does it justice as to how steep that is. We've just scrambled up here with our hands leaning into it. But yeah, bloody, it's a still, without falling over and turning around. It's a steep path to get up into this forest, but it seems well worth it. It looks beautiful. Well, going from the fact that we're still climbing, it doesn't seem to be the flat forest we thought it was when we first looked at the map. But anyway, we're far enough now and we're curious as to what it looks like from the peak. Who knew that the first side quest of the holiday would go from walking the dog in the car park of Tesco to scaling a hill. Anyway, plenty more of this, I hope. I don't think we were on the real path at all. That looks like the real path, and we just scrambled up from there. Anyway, we found the real path. That was all scaled in a pair of old Air Forces. You can do anything if you want to. This trek just keeps on giving. The more we walk, the more we discover, because what on earth? 3 stories high. We've just found a random ruin at the top of a hill. This is insane, and there's more.
Bricks as well, just stone, pure stone bricks.
These grounds must have been humongous. Because look, it stretches all the way over there to that castle. This is insane. Wow. Well, we definitely chose a great place to come and walk the dog, because we just discovered all of this. And this is the view that the top of the hill provides. Wowee. Anyway, we should get headed back down now so we don't miss the ferry.
Can I some please? I'll please have some hand.
We made it. We weren't late to the ferry. We were the last cars on, but we made it. And this is the view all around. It's very nice. You can see the snow-tipped mountains in the distance, but unfortunately the camera won't capture as much as my eyes are. But yeah, the good news is we made it. And soon, I think it takes about 50 minutes for the crossing, so we'll be there soon. I look forward to showing you guys around. So we enter the Isle of Mull. We were the last one off the ship. And he was the last passenger, technically, being behind us. And so we've arrived. We finally made it. And this is the house.
She was so excited about that.
Good morning, guys. We wake up on our first morning here. And it's not a particularly bright day. It's quite grey and overcast, but that doesn't matter. It's so beautiful outside. Let me show you. The views are just beautiful. Everyone's out walking the dogs at the moment. And yeah, and the windows, the best part is they wrap completely around the kitchen, so get a full view of everything around us. It's incredible. But yeah, I'm just making my breakfast, making some Weetabix smothered in peanut butter and honey. Good stuff, good stuff. It's so nice in here as well because the floors are heated, so that's a cool detail. Didn't notice that before. Anyway, it's so nice and warm. We've not got many plans for today. We're just relaxing this morning until we're gonna cook ourselves a full English for lunch, and then have a little plan, see what we're gonna do today, and maybe even plan for the next few coming days. So should be good. What's the story of Balamory? But this isn't Balamory, this is Tobermory. We've had a very chill first half of our day, relaxing at the house. We've had a nice cooked breakfast for lunch, which was really nice. And now we've all just come and parked up and come to admire the town of Tobermory with its colourful houses, and the sun's come out today for us, so it's especially beautiful. Upon further investigation, there's a pier that we can come out on, and it looks like we can go right to the edge, despite the fact that we passed a restricted area sign, pass holders only. But it wasn't incredibly obvious. It was off to the side, so it wasn't in our way. But wow, look at this. And hopefully I don't walk off the pier while I'm showing you guys. We are quite close to the water. It's just beautiful. It's stunning. And the weather's definitely doing it justice. And you can see in the distance over there, that's the pier. Well, it's not quite a pier. What's it called? A pontoon that we walked to the edge of. And we've walked all the way around town. The sun has been very lovely. And now we're just headed on up to see if we can get a better view. And the water is flowing everywhere. Some people have just walked ahead, so we'll seeing if we can find them. And the further we walk, the more we begin to wonder, how far did they go? But there's obviously the chance that they could have dodged into a shop and we walked straight past them. But anyway, I'm intrigued just to see how high we can go. After quite a short climb, we made it. And it leads to a war memorial where we found all the others. And yeah, the view is wonderful. Oh. I've just run from where we're parked with the cars, which is right next to the distillery, halfway on the lighthouse walk. So if you want to look at Google Maps to see how far that is, I don't think it's that far, but to be running it in big, very warm hoodie, and these are woolly on the inside, they're thermal trousers. But goodness me, that's tiring. Anyway, still got more to go because I haven't caught the others up. Because my granddad, my dad and I, we walked back to the cars thinking everyone was there. When we got there, we looked at their location and they're halfway on this walk. So we thought, well, they're probably only headed for one thing, and that's the lighthouse. So I've got the rest of their walk to catch them up.
Looks like someone lives there.
Yeah,
Lighthouse keeper.
they're automatic now. That probably was the lighthouse keeper's
Oh.
Now, maybe you can rent it.
I've not done any running in a very long time, so I'm definitely going to feel that in the morning. But, well worth it. Such a beautiful view, as you can see in the background. And now, we are headed home. And so we begin today on the morning dog walk, currently freestyling it through a bog to make our way to the beach. But the land we're on right now is the same land that we're staying on because it's all one big farm. So we're very lucky to be able to just wander over all of this land. And it's a beautiful morning, slightly greyer than yesterday, but nothing wrong with that because the sun is still shining through. And it's another beautiful day. We'll see where the day goes. And so we've finally ventured out of the house. I'm currently wearing my dad's hat because I quite sillily forgot to bring any hat, and it's quite cold. And being a ski jacket, this hood isn't very thermally, it doesn't help out, it doesn't warm my head up at all. So here we are. We've come on a nice drive. It's only been about a 15-minute drive, and it's to this beautiful lake, but this isn't what we're coming to see. We are, where are we going? Crater Lake, which I believe is a volcano. Long dormant, so we'll be okay, but that's where we're headed. It's a bit windy, but we made it. I think we're going to continue on to the peak, but all around. And I believe that is where we're headed. But let's find out. Where the view has only got better. And oh my gosh, the weather is playing nice. I'm going to get blown off. Look at that, guys. It's just incredible.
We've got some of the
So I realised I forgot to film any of last night, but after getting back from that hike, most of us were really tired, so we just relaxed for the evening. We had a very nice dinner that my dad had prepared because he stayed, he didn't come on the hike, and he made us a wonderful chicken curry. So that was great. But yeah, we've woken up this morning and it is as clear as ever. It's so bright you can't even see out the window. But yeah, we're headed to Calgary Bay, I believe, later on for a swim. So that'd be great fun. I realised I should probably give you guys a view of what it's looking like today. And so we've made it. We've made it to Calgary Bay. looks stunning. Beautiful. We're all here, we're all dressed up, and now I'm carrying my dry robe. So we're ready to go swimming. So we did it. We did the swim, and goodness me, it was cold. But it was so worth it, because although it was to the extent where the cold actually hurt, it felt amazing afterwards. To get dry, to get warm. Oop, minding out these puddles at the moment. To get warm and dry felt incredible afterwards. So here we are. We're currently just walking a coastal path up the side of the bay. So we've all finished our swim. We're all warm and dry again. And the sun is beautifully setting across the bay. But yeah, we didn't want to leave just yet, so we've come on a walk up this path. We're currently playing hide and seek in the dark because it's an amazing house for it, and it's huge. So I'm hiding in someone's wardrobe.